Hello, welcome back for more Umineko. I miss this game so much. We are on episode 4. Haven't streamed this for so long. I think not we, but Batala just got Blue Truth, I think. So he has a new way to fight or some such. I don't remember how far we've in to this episode, but I remember no one died. And I think Hire started to voice her thought that Kinso is already dead. So yeah, that's interesting. Let's continue.
お前のおかげで俺の本当の戦い方が分かってきたぜ。
Shide, hello. I hope you're doing well. Hi.
ありがとうよ、グレーテレ。
どういたしまして。
The newcomers are going to be so confused. Coming here and at episode 4.
これまでの俺が情けなく思えてくら。ああ、ベアトの言う通りだぜ。これまでの俺はハンデをもらってきた。そいつを認めるぜ。新ルール了解した。
God, you're so cool, Battler.
俺には俺の戦い方がある。
Okay, the music is a bit loud to me. I'm sorry about that.
そいつを見せてやれ。
Waifu!
その息やよし、気に入ったぞ。ならば早速使ってみるがいい。そなたの青き真実とやらを。
ああ、使ってやるぜ。この青き真実でお前が主張する全員にアリバイがあるから魔女の犯行しかありえないという魔女説は打ち砕ける。
I don't know how he's smart now, but he was so close to giving up like many times.
これが俺の真実だ。後宮金蔵はすでに死亡している。よって島の本当の人数は17人。そこに未知の人物 X が加わることで18人となっている。
Oh yeah, she did say the witch battery did say that there's only 18 people.
この人
Less
物
than
X の存在
18.
の過程によって17人全員にアリバイがあっても犯行は可能になる。
No, she said there's 18 or less people on the island. So I guess I have to do quick recap on this game for people who have never seen this visual novel. So this is Umineko no
つ
naku.
まり私たちはこれ以上お父様への面会を拒まれるならば以下の仮説を立てなければならないの。
This is Umineko no naku colony. It's a visual novel games. A murder mystery visual novel. There's the witch called Beatrice who claim that the crimes are made by magic and witches and sorry about that. And Butler thinks it's not a witch. So this is episode 4. So the story kind of, but it's not loop, but they recreate the story and the murder mystery, and Butler have to solve the thing or something. Sorry. Yes, hello. I hope you're doing well. So it's a unconventional murder mystery, I suppose.
つまりお父様はすでに亡くなっている。
Oh no.
しかし遺産を分配したくないクラウス兄さんがそれを隠してるってね。
バカバカしい。
そうです。バカバカしいにも程があります。これほどの侮辱は初めてです。
No, waifu, don't be so insulted.
私たちは警官立ち会いの下で強制的にその生死を確かめることさえ可能よ。ねえ、エヴァ姉さん。
Why don't you just go into the grandfather room right now?
ええそうよ兄さん
The pork face. Nice.
話は何とでもでっち上げられるわ兄さんが第三者の立ち会いのもとにお父様を面会させなければならない状況になんて簡単にお膳立てができるわ
でもそれは後ろ宮家にとってとても不名誉なことだと思うの。
Why not just call a lawyer?
だから私はこの提案をしている。世話人の義務と責任、万一の際のペナルティ、これを承諾してくれれば私たちはお父様を無理やり引きずり出すなんて真似は控えることができる。
Here's a radical thought. How about you go inside his room rather than dragging father outside? Leo, hello. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the head pass.
ああそうだぜ兄貴。さっき言ったじゃねえか。兄貴は世話人として当然の義務を果たしてるってね。キリエの条件は大したことじゃねえはずだぜ。
Umineko is your favorite media piece. Well, so far, I like this very much. So,
なぜ過剰反応
I'm
する？
having fun.
親父が自然死以外の理由で死んだ場合、次期当主から引きずり下ろされるってのがそんなにも気になるのかよ。
Ooh.
それとも何お父様が自然死以外の理由で亡くなるような心当たりでもあるのかしら
そんな心当たりなどあるわけも。
what if Kinso shot himself?
なるほど。私にも親父殿の気持ちが分かってきたよ。
Kinso shot himself, which makes the situation more complicated for Klaus. So he has to cover up the thing. They weren't embezzling money all along. Any theories? You mean about this episode? I don't. Well, no one died yet, so I don't know. I can recap very quickly. Oh wait, actually, Leo, you are in my Discord, right? You can actually read my like a summary of my thoughts so far on the channel. But you have to go to the Lu channel and react to the emote thing first, and you will see the channels. But I can give the short version. But the short version is, in the first episode, I think it was Canon who's the murderer. In the second episode, oddly enough, it's not Canon because he's dead, so I think it was Shannon. Then, in the third episode, it was obviously Eva. I think episode 3 was trying to hint like a various meta stuff, like Beatrice must be a representation of either killing intent or the murderer, I guess. So in Eva's case, we know it's Eva, so that's Eva Beatrice. So I guess sorry about that, someone called me. Sorry about that. I have to run some errand first. We'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry that took so long. Some, well, nonsense happened. Anyway, let's continue. What was the last thing I said? I'm sorry. I think it's about episode 3, I think. I feel episode 3. Hello, it's just hello again. I think episode 3 was like a heavy hint to how the story works, I think. I'm so glad that I played like Dankalon Pass and Isomnium File first, or else I'll be so confused. But yeah, I don't know if I'm right or wrong on my theories, but also don't spoil. And well, you can discuss like whatever we see so far, but please don't mention anything about future episodes. Skim through the theories. I made more theorizing in a murder than seeing people in whole episodes. I see. Well, it's a murder mystery, so yeah. Well, of course I have to theorize on the murder. I mean, this game is stranger than other games, right? I played Dankalon Pass, and that's murder mystery as well. But the murder mystery in Dankalon Pass was like one and done, right? So someone died, solved the thing, done, no more. Except the overarching like mystery, I guess. But in this game, I feel like everything is a mystery, even if you understand like one episode. It doesn't really tells you everything, I think. I still don't know what's the real mystery here. Is it... Do we have to know Beatrice's why done it? I guess?
死に方一つ自由にさせてもらえないとは実に気の毒な晩年だよ。
ええ、本当に気の毒な晩年ね。
Favorite episode? The third one. Like the third one. What do you call it? Like, I love the third one way more than the first and the second one. Hear me. I don't know about the fourth one yet because we are playing it right now. But yeah, I like the third one a lot. It felt like traditional murder mystery, I think. For the third episode. Hear me. That is so good. Right? I love the magic battle. It's better scene than Harry Potter fighting scene. Hear me. Well, I hope I didn't offend Harry Potter fans there.
その晩年が実はもう過去のことじゃないのかと私たちは疑っているの。
Ooh.
この疑惑は私たちをお父様に面会させてもらえるだけであっさりと解けるわ。ここまで私たちに侮辱されてもそれでも面会は許されないんですか、クラウス兄さん。
Well, you see, Kinso was into cross-dressing, and he's cross-dressing right now, so it'll be humiliating if we meet him right now. That's insane.
お父様は多分すでに亡くなっているわ。おそらく遺体は極秘のうちにどこかに処分したでしょう。
Wait, they are not going to make Klaus the murderer for this episode, right? Because now they kinda establishing the motive for Klaus amazingly heavily right now.
そしてお父様の代理ということで財産を独占した後、失踪したことにして7年かけてお父様を死体なき死者にする。ごめんなさいね。気を悪くしないで。これはあくまでも 私の推理ごっこだから。
Well, maybe he got sent to Brazil.
無礼極まりない。あなたにこの屋敷にとどまる資格はありません。
Whoa, don't be like that.
即刻退場なさい。二度と当家の敷居をまたぐことを許しません。
You're not even the Lee Ushinomiya.
去年通用した手が今年もまた通用すると思ったのが運の尽きね。
Wait, she did that last year as well?
お父様はご機嫌斜めだか
Oh,
ら
you mean-
面会できない
You mean the bad mood? I thought she was talking about chasing her away. I was so confused.
去年の時点で十分不審だったのに今年もだなんて。
Oh, Kire-san has no shield. Wow.
お父様の代理を語り財産を乗っ取るならもっとスピーディーにやって。
What do you mean speedily?
今日の親族会議を待たずに失踪させるべきだったわね。
What? I feel like that's impossible.
さすがに甘いわよクラウスお兄様。
Ooh, shots fired.
君が何のことを言っているのか私には
でも、
Oh.
お父様がご機嫌斜めなのは事実でクラウス兄さんが世話人としての責務として私たちの面会を拒んでるのだとしたら、なら私の出した条件を飲んでくれればこの場は収まるわ。何しろお父様のことをこんなにも大切にするクラウス兄さんですもの。
Well, someone dress up as Beatrice. So why don't someone dress up as Kinso?
お父様に検視されて困るような死に方があるわけがない。いずれにせよお父様は病院嫌いなんだから書斎で亡くなるでしょうね。いずれにせよ必ず検視は行われるわ。
Well, if we find his corpses, yeah.
検視を逃れて殺すには失踪しかない。
He went to Brazil.
キリエさん、兄さんをいじめるのはそれくらいにしてくださらないかしら。
Yeah, right. That's rich coming from you. Ewa rebuked Kire in an sickeningly kind voice. Considering the situation, that was impossible, which is why it was so sickening.
兄さんにもいろいろと都合やプライドもあるはず。兄さんにとって当然の義務であっても、それを文書化してその上ペナルティまで課せられたんじゃ、そりゃ不愉快なはずよ。ねえローザ。
ええ、そうね。クラウス兄さんの長男としてのプライドを軽んじすぎたかもしれないわ。キリエさんの言うような世話人の責務についての覚書にサインというのはさすがに気の毒かもしれない。
そうだな。兄貴はよくやってくれてる。そこを汲み取り、おかしな書類にサインとか、万一の時はペナルティとか、そういう話を抜きにして兄貴に全部一任することを考えてもいいかもしれねえな。
Where's this going?
Oh,
Oh no. Wait. Oh, I thought Kraus would have plan B. And then he draws his gun and then bang bang bang! They all dead. Lamau, who not just Eva, but Ludolfo and Losa as well began closing in on Kraus with unnerving smiles on their faces as though they had planned this beforehand. They now understood perfectly how Kyrie had cornered Kraus and exactly where she was prepared to compromise.
世話人の責務についての覚書。これにサインすることなく私たちがお父様への面会を生涯求めないことにもできるわ。
Okay.
覚書などなくてもクラウス兄さんが世話人にふさわしいという保証をしてくれれば。
私にその保証金を支払えというのかね。
Well, how did that go there? If you can guarantee that you're fit to be caretaker even without the document. Oh wow, maybe I'm slow on the blackmail angle, I guess.
これはおかしい。
保証金はエヴァさん、ルドルフさん、そしてローザさんの3人に1人30億円ずつ。
Yeah, I left 3 billion yen in my other pants.
手付金としてその1割の3億円ずつを今年度中に振り込んでもらうわ。
Okay, so it's still when like previous episodes. Well, the amount at least.
90億だと
I wonder if that's significant. There are some elements that are consistent in every episode, I think.
そんな金はない。
お父様がお亡くなりになった後なら捻出できるはずよ。私たちもその程度には下調べは済んでる。手付金の9億円だってクラウスさんの財産状況ならなんとかなるはず。
No, waifu is so smart.
それこそお父様に借りることだって可能でしょ。白々しい演技は不要よ。
不愉快だ。実に不愉快な話だ。
Is this the first time we see Klaus frustrated in front of the relatives?
まったくです。お父様の遺産の話だけでも十分不敬だというのに、お父様はもう死んでいる。主人がそれを隠していて財産を独占している。もううんざりです。あなたたち全員にもはや後ろ宮を名乗る資格などありません。
Does she know? I don't know about. Maybe Klaus kept secret from Nasuhi. I don't know.
落ち着いてや、夏井さん。みんなもう話はこれまでや。
I mean, I find it a bit difficult to see Nasuhi, my waifu, lie.
どうや、この場の話は一旦ここまでにせんか。規模がでかい上に唐突な話や。わしらも興奮してるところがあるかもしれん。
ふみふみ。
ここは一旦休憩を挟んで頭を冷やさんか。
Yeah, let us grab some guns.
クラウス兄さんにもちょいと時間が必要やろ。な、クラウスさん。
Why are you playing good cops now, Hideyoshi?
時間？そんなものがなぜ私に必要なのかね。
まあ。
まあ。
わしらだって本音じゃボスなことなど考えとらん。どうしてもお父さんに会わせてもらえんから、ちょいと嫌味が言いたくなっただけなんや。
What? そ
れにクラウスさんが売り言葉に買い言葉で頭に血が上ってしまったのもよーわかっと。
Where's this going?
クラウス兄さんかって本当はそこまで言うんなら合わせてやってもいいと思っとるんや。
Oh, you are very slimy person, Hideyoshi.
な、そうやろ。ただついつい意地になってもうたんで、今さら会ってもいいなんて言えなくなってしまっただけや。
Okay.
そうやろ。な。
確かに主人も皆さん同様、少々冷静を欠いてしまったところもあるでしょう。
What is this 100 speech?
私たちはお父様の皆さんに会いたくないという意思を尊重して頑なに断っていたに過ぎません。
そうだな。つい昔のような兄弟喧嘩になってしまい、私も意地になってしまった。頭を冷やそう。お前たちが親父殿にどうしても会いたいという強い気持ちはよくわかった。私もそれを伝える。なんとか面会してもらえるよう親父を説得しよう。それでどうかね。
そうね。クラウス兄さんに説得の時間を与えてもいいと思うわ。
そうだな。頼むぜ兄貴。俺たちに会ってくれるようよく説得してくれ。何しろ親父の世話人なんだからよ。
その説得だけど、今夜中って制限を設けさせてもらうわよ。
Uh-oh.
明日になったら私たちは書斎の扉を打ち破ってでもお父様の安否を確認するわ。
Really?
それでいいわよね、兄さん。
No, you can't vandalize your own mansion.
好きにするがいい。なるほど。説得すらも大して時間はかけられないようだ。
So are you going to be Klaus Beatrice?
夏日、行こう。せめて晩餐にはご一緒していただくよう。
はい。
Klaus left the parlor accompanied by Nasuhi. Once their footsteps disappeared, Hideyoshi breathed out heavily and flopped onto a sofa, smirking. Oh wow. I think that's the first time we see Hideyoshi being slimy. I don't know. It's not that bad, but street smart. I don't know the best.
キリエさん、あんた恐ろしい人やな。
That's my waifu.
勝手な口出しをしてごめんなさい。謝るわ。
Ikami Hideyoshi Beatrice. Yeah, but I don't think he's going to kill anyone. He's a good person, I'm sure.
いやいや、当初の計画にはなかった追い詰め方だが、結果は上々だ。
Well, if Klaus the murderer in this episode, then I might have just speedrun the episode.
相変わらず、お前ってやつには頭が下がるぜ。
でも9億円も用意できるのかしら。クラウス兄さんの財政状況ギリギリで 7.5 億が限界と私たちは計算したはず。
Oh?
9億はさすがにふっかけすぎじゃない？
無理なら無理でいいのよ。クラウス兄さんの顔を立てて 7.5 億に減額とかやれば譲歩したっぽく見えて収まりやすいでしょ。
Oh, you have barter 100. I see.
本当に9億出てきたなら大成功だし。
兄さん、今頃夏日さんと作戦会議中でしょうね。
Something pops up in my head. What about whoever is the Leo Beatrice? Are they? I wonder if they're actually, you know, appear in front of Klaus, or are they like acting like a sleeper agent?
あのプライドの高い兄さんがどんな言い訳をしながらへりくつをこねてくるか。
Oh yeah,
本当に見物だわ。
the most likely candidate for Beatrice is are Canon and Shannon, but or maybe Anne, and I don't know. I guess that based on the fact about what's it called? It's been so long. Gospel House, right? The Fukuin house.
お父さんを説得できるわけがない。
But I don't know why they hate the family so much. There's no way to convince someone who doesn't even exist. Nice. Okay.
兄弟たちも年に一度の親族会議にそれぞれの都合を合わせてやってきています。
Okay, this is not actually happening, right? Klaus and Nasri could be seen in Kinso's dimly lit study. Every once in a while, thunder could be heard, and the dimly lit room flickered with light. It seemed that the island would be closed off by the storm very soon.
お父様、どうか今一度不敬な彼らに当主様の威厳をお示しください。
Quick, wear the wig, the makeup, and the outfit.
ダメだな。
Oh, that's Bartola's line. Send David. Oh no, never mind. The large figure standing by the window, his majestic back facing them, quietly yet forcefully gave his answer. His head was hung slightly, and he appeared to be trembling. Wow, that was hard. Eventually, a mumbling laugh reached them from over his shoulder. People really like laughing in this game.
ダメだな。全然ダメだ。
Say the thing! Three months left to live? A senile old man not long for this word. Just who are you referring to? Oh my god!
愚か者が。弟たちに恫喝されてのこのこやってきたか。恥を知れ。
Okay. As Kinso spun around and brandished his cloak, a blast of wind shook up the stale air inside the room. That air pressure expressed clearly the majesty and willpower of Ushinomiya Kinso. Why is there an update? Oh! Goldsmith? Kinso's name as a mage is Goldsmith. His skills as a summoner are legendary for the modern age. In terms of summoning ability, there are times when he surpasses even Beatrice. However, he is very mismatched, and while he does excel in some areas, he is fatally lacking as a mage in others. That doesn't help me. He cannot even perform the trifling magic to reheat a cup of tea. Yet he can summon demons capable of using magic to boil the oceans. So he's a summoner in Final Fantasy. His system of magic is his own and has its origins in mathematical miracles. Beatrice later reworked her own system of magic based on this. What? She reworks her own system? Okay. I wonder if that's significance. It was no wonder at all that Kraus landed on his backside, and if that pressure had literally blown him to the ground. As though showing consideration for Kraus, who looked as though his legs had been swept out from under him, Nasuhi also crashed down. Arm spaghetti? Now you need Umineko RPG taking all the magic. Yeah, that'd be cool, huh? RPG based on this. Well, that's a fighting game, which, oddly enough, I knew and bought the fighting game first before seeing the visual novel. Or lines. Well, but that's a fighting game, so that I have to do for now. Well, I wish the 7th expansion would work on RPG as well. Then, with a tank and another tank, Kinso's footsteps approached with a heft that signified his majesty.
お父さん。バカや。
Why is he so different from previous episodes?
カノンに聞いておる。貴様が弟たちにどれほど情けなく手玉に取られたかをな。
Okay.
お父様、夫はお父様の名誉を守るために懸命に。
On the face, without lending an ear to Nasuhi's words, Kinso extended his palm to Kraus' collar as the latter sat on the floor. Ooh, wow, this is so different. He sniffed all the gold. Goldsmith, indeed. Don't use your own stock. Rule number 1 of drug dealings. No, he curled up his fingers, leaving only his index finger out, and then, with that one remaining finger, he pressed hard into Kraus' collar, twisted it, and slowly, with just one finger, he raised Kraus high into the air. Okay, getting closer and closer to fantasy now.
情けないやつだな、お前は。妻に自分の弁解をさせるのか。言い訳くらい自分でしてみせよ。
Poor Kraus. Kraus' feet scrabbled at the air. Kinso's brawny finger was choking him. He couldn't even open his mouth, much less talk. However, even if he had been allowed to open his mouth, as he was now, there was no way he would be able to think up an excuse that Kinso would accept. Still, what incredible power he possessed. No one would call Kinzo an old man after seeing this superhuman strength.
お父様、夫はお隣に戦いました。どうかお許しください。
夏日、戦いというのはな、勝つまでの過程を言うのだ。負けるまでの過程は戦うとは言わぬ。
What? What? What do you mean?
それはただ一言、みっともないというのだ。これが私の後継ぎだというのか。
Can we have him die in the fire? like previous episodes. As Thunder Lord, Kinzo laughed heartily as though there could be nothing more amusing. And at the end of his laugh, he threw his feckless son away like he was scrap paper, slamming him against the wall.
しっかり。
Klaus slid down the wall, rubbing his throat in pain. He likes laughing so much. I know, right? I don't know why everyone in this game like laughing. Klaus slid down the wall, rubbing his throat in pain. Natsuhi ran up to him and cared for him. But Kinzo showed no interest in the two of them, and he returned to the space near the window as though he had been there the whole time and looked up at the ominous thunderclouds.
ベアトリーチェにさえ会えれば我が人生には何の悔いもないと思っていたが、どうやらそういうわけにもいかぬらしい。魔女より得たものは何も残せぬのが初めからの約束。しかし後宮の名は魔女のものではない。
Laugh is the best medicine. I know, right? Yeah. I thought that, or there's a carbon monoxide leak somewhere in the house. Maybe the boiler room, I don't know. It was promised from the beginning that nothing received from the wish would remain, blah 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 blah. Wait, what? Well, why would he say that?
その名を継ぐのが誰にふさわしいか。
Me?
どうやらそれだけはわしが自らの手で解決せねばならぬようだ。
Well, you should have done that from the start.
喜べクラウス、気が変わったぞ。
お父さん、では
貴様らふぬけどもと食事をする気など起きぬ。だがその後の親族会議には出席する。
Oh, will Batola be there as well?
お父様、ありがとうございます。
Bring
私は
all the...
その席上で当主継承についての重大な発表をするであろう。
Meaning we are going to bring all the cousins, right?
お前たちのくだらない争いは私自らが解決してやる。
This time for sure, right? Umineko when they cry. What is this? What is happening? Oh, there was a spin. Speedy spin. The door was forcefully flung open, and Rosa flew in with Maria.
源氏さんか誰かいない？
What?
誰でもいいの。バスタオルを持ってきて。
Oh, did they skip the lost scene? It was already a full-blown typhoon outside, and it was starting to pour down hard. Though she had at least been using an umbrella, Maria had been in the Lost Garden amid all that wind and rain the whole time. She had grown ice cold. Maria had gotten into a minor fight. Oh, minor, you say? Okay, with Losa in the Lost Garden and had been told to stay there forever. Minor fight, by the way. She had done as she was told and had continued to remain in the spot even after the rain started. Losa certainly had gotten a little emotional and anger, but Maria's stubborn demands were probably more at fault. True! The cousins, who had unfortunately been witness to that exchange, were relieved to see the mother and child close to each other again. They hug, they cry, and Losa toweled Maria's head dry. She seemed overcome with worry that Maria might catch a cold, but Maria herself was nonchalant.
大丈夫？寒気とかしない？やっぱり一度戻って着替えさせた方がいいかしら。
The witch can't catch cold, you know?
全然平気。それよりお腹空いたから着替えよりご飯がいい。
Oh, it's not dinner yet?
大丈夫そうだぜ。どうぞおばさん。こんだけ元気ならきっと大丈夫だよ。
傘があって本当に良かったよ。ひょっとしたらずぶ濡れかもしれないと思ってたからね。傘を持ってたのは不幸中の幸いだったよ。
Okay, so Beatrice did make contact with her in this episode as
で
well.
もよマリア、いくら傘があってもこんな大雨になったらちゃんと雨宿りしなきゃダメだぜ。女の子は体を冷やしちゃ絶対にいけない。
いいのよ、ジェシカちゃん。ママがそこにずっといなさいと言ったのが悪いの。本当にごめ
I
んね。
guess so.
本当にごめんね。
マリアいい子。
No.
ママの言う通りにしてたからいい子。寒くてもずっといた。ママが来るまでずっといた。
Ooh.
マリアは本当にいい子よ。
Sorry.
ママの言いつけをちゃんと守ったわね。本当に偉いわ。でも次からはママの言いつけであっても、あんな大雨になったらちゃんと雨宿りをするのよ。
No, but Maria can. What was the word? Disobey, Mama.
いいわね。ママと約束よ。
You're giving her mixed signal here.
ママと約束。
As Losa gently held Maria, they joined their pinkies together and promised. Batala and the others could tell that by this bonding between mother and child expressed through a single little finger. The warmth was starting to return to Maria's body.
カノン君、タオルをありがとう。
Oh, you exist?
助かったわ。
それでは失礼いたします。
Canon bowed with a blank expression as though he had done nothing that required gratitude, then left the parlor.
さあ、もうお夕飯よ。みんなも行きましょう。偉いマリアには後でママの分のデザートも分けてあげるわ。
Aww.
本当ママ。デザートもらえる。ママ大好き。ママ大好き。
こらマリア、はしゃがないの。ママもマリアが大好きよ。
Aww. They're gonna die, aren't they?
マリア大好き。マリア大好き。
マリアもママ大好き。ママ大好き。
うーうー
Oh.
うー
Thank you for the head pass, Leo. Ooh, woo, woo, woo. Oh god, that was cringe. Losa and Mario looked really happy together. Even the cousins watching started to feel a somehow familiar warm feeling up their chests. That's to show everything in this scene is fake. That'd be something.
このくらいの年頃が親と一番仲がいいのかもしれねえな。
うちはそうでもなかったぜ。母さんとかいっつも勉強勉強とうるさかったな。
子供を愛していればこそだよ。親の愛は優しさや甘やかしだけじゃないんだよ。
Yeah, but when she mad, she really mad.
僕の母さんも厳しかったけど、僕を大事に思ってくれたからこそだって今ならわかるよ。
Why, is she mad like Losa as well?
ママ大好き。ママ大好き。
マリア大好き。マリア大好き。さあ食事に行きましょう。
I feel like I'm in the fever dream when it's too sweet here.
お手手つないで仲良くね。
Love is painful and love Maria too much. That explains the pain, the excessive pain. Yep.
お手手つないで仲良く。ママとマリア仲良し仲良し。
What? Why are they showing me this?
そうよ。ママとマリアは仲良しよ。いつまでもずーっとね。愛してるわ、マリア。
My eyes!
なんだよ突然。どうした？
What? The sudden sound had come from the teacup. Oh. Friend sound by mom.
ごめんなさい。
Oh, it contradicts the diary, Maria's diary, maybe? But I'm not even sure that it was actually Maria who wrote that diary.
ぼんやりしてたわ。落としちゃってごめんなさい。
Oh, for sure. The cup on the floor was broken into tiny pieces. Would it really have made such a sound and smashed into so many pieces just by being dropped from that height? Even someone as obtuse as Bartola, who's the narrator, could realize that she was in a bad mood over something. But he couldn't understand why she had suddenly grown so displeased. When she made to bend over and pick up the pieces of the cup, Lonaway appeared out of nowhere and stopped her. Yo, very good, huh, Lonaway?
お怪我をなさいますよ。お片付けは私どもにお任せを。紅茶のおかわりをお持ちしましょうか。
いらないわ。どうも悪魔の紅茶は口に合わないみたい。
Why?
ロノウェの紅茶でも口に合わぬものがおったとは。
Yeah, don't do him dirty like that.
そなたの肥えた舌には敬意を表するぞ。
退屈してきたんで、ちょっと席を外すわ。
Oh wow, she doesn't like that.
退屈？おいおい、いよいよこれからだろうが。
Wait, I don't remember. Did they show us where Angel got the diary from? I don't remember.
多分この時点でマリアはまた傘と手紙をベアトリーチから受け取ってるって言い出すんだぜ。ここからが重要だってのに。
I think he knew.
失礼するわ。ごめんなさいね。後片付けをお願い。
お任せを。
Without saying anything else, Gretel disappeared of her own accord. Her form literally melted and disappeared into thin air. There had definitely been a displeased expression on her face, but neither Bartola nor Lonaway, nor of course Beato either, could understand why her mood had so suddenly worsened. Okay. I thought Beato would know. All that remained was the fragrance of the black tea she had spilled. Well, she just, peace out? Okay. What? It felt very unpleasant. No, to be even more blunt, it made my skin crawl.
なんでエンジェはイラついてるの？
Okay, you're the diary version, right?
なんでって決まってるでしょ。
マリアにはわからないよ。
But you're her imaginary friend. Even Maria Onechan with a blank expression on her face irritated me. I held my hands palms up in the empty air, and from out of nowhere a single book landed upon them with a thump. It was Maria Onechan's diary. Oh my god, that's a speed flipping. Even though there was no wind, the pages flipped and flipped without me turning them, and opened the door to Maria Onechan's world.
どうしてエンジェはマリアが幸せじゃないと思うの？
客観的に判断してよ。
客観的にエンジェの主観でだね。
Would Maria actually write diary? Is this another mystery?
真実は私にとってのものとマリアお姉ちゃんにとってのものとでは異なると言いたいの？真実は観測者によって形を変えるよ。
Then I feel like that's not the truth.
そして
But okay.
未来の観測者が常にその形状を上書きする。エンジェはマリアの幸せをどうしたいの？
The pages of the diary were flipped through at greater and greater speeds. Then a brilliant light poured out from the depths of the diary, swallowing everything up and painting over it all with white. Oh god, not another backstory or something. When does the murder start?
ごめんねマリア。ママね、緊急に片付けなきゃならない仕事が山積みで、ちょっと会社に缶詰にならなきゃならないの。
Oh no.
あさっての深夜まで家に帰れないわ。
But you have Sakutaro, so it's fine.
じゃあ日曜日の一緒に映画を見に行く約束は？
Just watch Netflix.
映画？
Uh-oh. Judging by Rosa's tone, she had clearly forgotten that promise. But Maria's response to that was an apology for asking. I'm sorry. Maria apologized for troubling her mother by asking that question.
マリア、お留守番してる。ちゃんとお行儀よく待ってる。毎日お風呂に入って新しい肌着にするよ。お金の場所もわかってる。毎日違うお店に行くようにする。
What? Oh, wow. So Rosa thought that far?
あんまり遅い時間に出かけないようにする。
Is this common in like a neglectful household or something?
おまわりさんに聞かれたらママのお使いですって言うようにする。
Oh, wow, you're well trained.
ちゃんとママに言われた通りに言うように。
そうね。ちゃんといい子にしてるのよ。そしたらお土産を買ってきてあげるわ。
Does she have no money to hire some babysitter?
いい？夜は9時までに寝るのよ。ママが帰ってこないなんて先生にも大人にも言っちゃダメよ。いいわね。
Oh my god, that's... Wait. So she's capable of lying. Okay.
だからママ、お仕事頑張ってね。
I thought she was so innocent that she can't lie. Like, at all.
頑張ってお仕事を終わらせて少しでも早く帰ってきてね。マリア、もう夜中に泣いて近所の人に迷惑なんかかけたりしないから。
I like how she just, like, state or exposition, like in the movies.
だから早く帰ってきてね。
I am Maria, and I will not cry during the night anymore. Oh, you cry during the night? Okay. Thanks, Kim.
じゃ、忙しいので切るわよ。いい子にして待ってるのよ。余計なことはしちゃダメよ。
Why can't she work from home?
じゃあね。
Click. Using a tone that indicated she was wrapping up the call, Rosa hung up the phone without waiting for Maria's answer. What time is it in this scene? Maria neatly set down the receiver and returned to the sofa. There sat the stuffed animal Sakutaro, who had been watching TV with her until a second ago. Sakutaro was clutching the remote control to the TV. Ah, so cute. She had turned off the TV temporarily because of the phone call. He looked like he was asking her to turn the power on again because he wanted to quickly get back to watching TV.
サク太郎、テレビ見たい？おりゅ？マリアはもう見たくないの？芸人チーム全問正解したら逆転かもしれない。うりゅ
Who wants to be a millionaire? No.
もうテレビいいや。
Aww. Again, Mama's busy with her work and isn't coming home. Wait, how... how many times? has she done that ever since Maria got Sakutaro? I wonder. Mama usually has a lot of overtime and doesn't come home until late. She has to socialize or something for work, so she comes home having drunk a lot of alcohol, even though she can't handle it. And with a pale face, she goes straight into the shower and then to bed. And even on the weekends, she says she has overtime or has to stay over and almost never comes home. This has been happening often recently, saying she has a big job lined up or something. The picture I did my best on during art class got laughed at by everyone. Let me guess, it's Beatrice. But I wanted Mama to look at it properly at least. But once again, I won't be able to show her. And talk about the time when everyone pushed the cleanup onto me. But I did my best by myself and got praised by the teacher. And talk about when I went shopping and the man at the shop said he's always impressed by me and gave me a free can of coffee. And that's the card I wrote and secretly hid under Mama's pillow because I wanted to encourage her when she comes home from working so hard.
他にもいっぱいお話ししたかった。ママはお仕事をいっぱい頑張ってくれてるんだよ。
Okay, that was genuinely sad.
毎日のご飯のために一生懸命働いてくれてるんだよ。お仕事やだ。
True!
ママ、お仕事なんかやめちゃえ。
Well, she can't.
お仕事は大人の大切な仕事なんだよ。マリアにご飯を食べさせて、お洋服を買って、学校の給食費を払って、サマーキャンプの積立金を払って、それはみんなママが働いてお金を稼いでくれるからなんだよ。
Wow, Maria, you are a smart person.
ご飯いらない。お洋服もいらない。給食もいらないし、サマーキャンプなんか行きたくない。どうせマリアをどこの班も混ぜてくれないもん。
Okay, that's sad.
ウリュウ。
Oh no.
ママはさっき電話でお仕事から帰ってきたらお土産を買ってきてくれるって約束してくれたよ。
I hope she remembered that.
ママはマリアのことが大事で寂しくさせてることを申し訳ないと思ってるから、そういう約束をしてくれたんだと思うよ。
Okay, so Sakutaro is imaginary friend, so I assume that Maria know this by heart.
そうかな。ウリュウ、めんどくさかったり嫌だったりしたらそんなことはしないもん。
Oh, you are a smart man.
ママだってマリアのそばにいつだっていたいんだよ。それができなくてママも辛くて悲しい。ママが泣きながらずっとマリアの隣にいて夜を過ごしてくれた日を僕は覚えてるよ。なんでママが泣いてるのかわからなかったけど、悲しむママが悲しくて、ただマリアは黙ってママのそばにいることしかできなかった。あの時最後にママが言ったの僕は覚えてるよ。
Wait, this happened after she got Sakutaro?
マリアにありがとうって言った。ただそばにいてくれるだけでマリアだけが世界でただ一人の味方なんだよってママは言ってくれた。
My god, the Ushiromiya family is messed up.
ウリュウ、覚えてる？
You're going to sleep. University is tomorrow. Goodbye. It was fun watching you. Thank you. Have a good sleep and good dreams. And have a good university as well. See you again. And thank you so much for coming. Sorry.
マリアが世界でただ一人の味方なんだよってママ言った。
Sakutaro set the remote on the table, crawled up onto the sofa, sat on my lap, and spoke to me while gazing into my
マ
eyes.
マもきっとマリアと同じなんだよ。ママの描いたデザインだけがクライアントに笑われて。
Really?
ママの会社だけが他の会社から面倒な仕事を押し付けられて、
Really?
ママは社長だから
Wait,
自分一人で片付けなくちゃならなくて、
wait, how would Maria know these?
ママの会社だけがいつも他の会社の仕事に混ぜてもらえない。
Is she just projecting her stuff?
ママの味方はマリアだけなんだよ。そのマリアがママにお仕事なんかやめちゃえなんて言ったら、ママの味方は世界中のどこにいるの？
What is this? Losa PR campaign in this episode. Okay.
サク太郎、僕には世界中でただ一人マリアがいる。ママには世界中でただ一人マリアがいる。マリアにはママもいるし、サク太郎もいる。だからマリアは寂しくなんかない。
Oh God.
うりゃ。お
Says the one who talked to imaginary friend.
ママはお仕事が忙しいからなかなかマリアと一緒にいられないけど、マリアはどうかそれを責めないで。その代わり僕はいつも一緒に、そしていつまでも一緒にマリアのそばにいるから。だから泣かないでウリュウ。僕が一緒じゃ悲しみを止められない。サク太郎。
Okay. From the holes in Maria's heart, which she had been doing her best to seal up, drops of sadness finally drip down. Drip, drip, prop, prop. What is prop, prop? Okay, yeah, that's very sad. I feel that right in my heart. Sniff, sniff, drip, drip, prop, prop. Even though weekends where Mama doesn't come home aren't that rare thing, even though this night wasn't especially more painful or sad than any other, Maria's tears poured down.
ウリュウ、マリア泣かないで。僕がずっと一緒にいるから。マリアが泣いても僕は泣かない。僕はライオンの子だから寂しくても泣かないよ。僕だって泣きたいけど僕は泣かないんだもん。どうしてサク太郎は泣かないの？こんなに寂しくて涙がこらえられなくても泣かないの？ウリュウ、だって僕が泣いたら誰がマリアを慰めるの？だから僕は泣かないよ。だってマリアに元気を出してもらいたいから。元気を出したらママは帰ってくるの？ママが帰ってきた時、元気なマリアで迎えてあげたらママはきっと喜ぶと思うな。
I did not prepare myself for this at all.
ウリュウ、ママは喜ぶ？ウリュウ、そしたらきっとお仕事の疲れもきっと癒されると思うよ。そしたらきっといつもより早く元気になってくれてマリアともいっぱい遊んでくれると思うな。
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I feel bad for Maria.
マリアがママの待ってるお家へ帰ってきた時、ママが上機嫌で台所にいたらすごく幸せな気持ちになるでしょ？ママもきっと同じだよ。
Okay, but how did she become like a creepy child, like in the first episode?
マリアがご機嫌でお留守番してたらママも幸せになるかな。ウリュウ。
Sakutaro nodded deeply with his big head. No more tears could fall from Maria's eyes, because if he greeted, he literally My reading comprehension. She greeted her mama with a tear-stained face. Her mama would probably get sad too. Imagine if Rosa recorded lines supporting her and they play when you pull Sakutaro's tail. That's smart.
マリアは知ってるよ。笑顔を呼ぶ魔法は自分も笑わなきゃできないってこと。
Pull the tail. Maria 大好き。Pull the tail. Ooh.
マリアは知ってるよ。だからもう泣かない。
ねえマリア、僕から楽しく過ごす提案があるよ。ウリュウ、聞いてくれる？
Pillow fight?
何？
ママが日曜日の深夜まで帰ってこないから、だからママに内緒のパジャマパーティーをして遊ぼうよ。
Okay. What does that entail?
パジャマパーティー？
今夜は眠くなるまでベッドの中でお菓子を食べたりジュースを飲んだりしながら僕と遊ぶの。
No, you're gonna keep the bed dirty.
パジャマパーティー？楽しそう。
Then the ants will swarm your bed and you can't sleep there anymore.
9
That
時
doesn't
に寝な
sound
くて
fun.
いいの？寝ないとママに怒られない？
Maybe they don't have ants in Japan. I don't know.
ママがいない時だけの僕とマリアの秘密。だから今夜はマリアが眠くなるまでずっと僕たちで楽しく過ごそう。
Wait. I thought they were talking about be a good girl and wait for her. And now you're saying let's eat stuff and drink soda in bed. Does Rosa permit that? Would she get mad if she knew?
ジェリービーンズを食べながら次は何の色を引くか当てっこして遊ぼう。ピーナッツを割ってどっちがおじいさんか当てて遊ぼう。
What? Grandpa?
クローゼットの中を宝探ししよう。他にもオレンジジュースとメロンジュースを合わせたらどんな味になるかな。
おお、いっぺんやってみたかったけどママにやっていいって聞いたらダメって怒られた。
If only we have iPad in the 20th century.
ウリュウ、ママに内緒で実験してみよう。今夜はいっぱい遊んでいっぱい笑って涙を元気で吹き飛ばしちゃおう。大丈夫、僕と一緒だから絶対に楽しいよ。
Baby shark. No, not Coco Melon.
僕が絶対にマリアを幸せにしてあげるから。
Now we are just trading one problem for another. Okay, don't they have Super Famicom in those years? When did they release? I don't remember. When was Pac-Man and Earthbound game release?
サクタロと一緒なら絶対に楽しいよ。絶対に幸せになれるよ。ありがとうサクタロ。もう泣かないね。とびきり楽しく二人で過ごして思いっきり元気になってママをおかえりなさいって迎えちゃおう。
ウリュウ、今夜はいっぱい遊んでいっぱいご機嫌になっちゃおう。ママがいない夜にしか遊べない秘密のパーティーでいっぱい遊ぼう。僕たちが賑やかにしてたらきっと鏡の国や不思議の国からたくさんの友達が遊びに来るよ。そしたらもう僕たちはお友達でいっぱいで退屈なんかできなくなっちゃう。
I like how Maria has a lot of stuffed animal, but she only talks to Sakutaro for some reason.
ウリュウ、
Does she even have bunny stuffed animal? And then I started my pajama party with Sakutaro and had fun until late into the night. I played by sticking my hand into the bag of jelly beans without looking and trying to guess which color I would pull out. Well, I can't imagine. I have never tried jelly beans before in my life. I assume it's like M&M. Apparently, first Earthbound is from 1989, and the Kenjima incident happened in 1986. Damn. Okay. So that's why they don't have gaming console. Damn. Super Famicom 1990. Oh, I thought it was earlier than that. Well, what a shame. Wait, you're confused? Okay. You don't know. That's okay. It's okay. Wait, I forgot to read that. Sakutaro had good intuition and got it right a lot. Partway through, I also achieved the brilliant feat of guessing right 4 times in a row. I feel like if Maria isn't messed up, she could probably play chess against herself. Like genuinely against herself. No cheat, no bias. She just genuinely played against herself. In earnest. That would be so cool. The game where I split peanuts open and try to guess which half would be the grandpa. Super spin! The chessboard. Yeah! And then Maria said, yes, I know, he criticized it. Sucking my salt-covered fingers was bad manners, but that was the yummiest part. True! I like both orange juice and melon soda on their own. I hope that by mixing those 2 favorite drinks, I feel like that's a bad idea. There might be a flash of light like alchemy, and a new drink that no one had ever tasted before would be created. I got excited about how, if it turned out really delicious, I'd call it Sakutaro soda and said, oh, the girl is going places. But unexpectedly, it had a weird and disappointing taste. And the color was somewhat dull and boring. Well, you need a food coloring. That's it. Maybe I shouldn't have been surprised that orange and green mixed together would make this. Would it become kinda brown? I guess. Too bad. I imagined that it would become a sparkling pineapple color. How would that make a yellow color? But it was an awesome fun night. If I'm having this much fun, maybe Mama will start wanting to come home too. Oh, that was wholesome. And unexpectedly appear at the front door. Let me join in too, Maria. I heard you've got good parties in here. So I got the feeling that Mama might suddenly come home and went to the front door many times to check. Oh. But there was no way Mama would be able to come home when she was this busy with work. But rather than a feeling of loneliness, I felt just a little disappointed that I couldn't invite Mama to join in on such a fun late-night party. Okay, probably Astro Boy exists, right? So maybe she should just watch the anime. Next time I'll do this when Mama is around. Or buy some manga for her and let her join in. Even some things that I don't think are yummy, Mama says are delicious. So she might say that Sakutaro soda is really yummy. I can get behind that listening. When Mama comes back tired, I'll serve her some. And more than anything, I wanted to at least write about this fun night in a letter and tell Mama about it, hoping that these strong feelings of happiness will reach Mama too, hoping that when Mama comes home exhausted from her job, which is always so tough for her, I could share this happiness with her, hoping that when Mama comes home late Sunday night, almost totally tired and drunk, I could make her even just a little brighter by sharing this happiness. I softly placed the letter on Mama's desk. To Mama, good job with your work again today, stars. Some of my happiness for you to share. Look at this. She has so many stuffed animals. Then I decided to give a present to Sakutaro for proposing this wonderful night. A small red scarf that I had found when searching for treasure in my closet. Oh, what do you mean, found? When Maria was still very young, her mama had knitted this tiny, tiny lace scarf for her. How tiny are we talking about? Maria was embroidered on it with knitting wool. She softly wrapped the scarf around Sakataro. It really suited him, accenting his yellow with red very well. Oh! Oh! Oh, interesting. Reminds me of the... Wait, is she here? Oh, wrong button. Oh, come on. No. Reminds me of Chiester420, the Chiester sister, corp, outfit.
似合う
Sakataro looked embarrassed as he wore his first present ever. Yeah, it really suits him. I guess so.
サクタロ、いつも本当にありがとう。こんなにも楽しい夜になったよ。どうしてマリアは泣いてたのか、もう思い出せないくらい。
Oh, what are those books? you read books?
これからも一緒にいようね。そしていつも楽しく遊んで笑っていようね。
I barely read books when I was 9, so I was surprised.
うりゃマリア大好き。
マリアもだよ。サクタロ大好き。
Aw, how nice. After playing so wildly, my room was a mess. Pulling the tail. Maybe I played a little too much, but I'm tired for today. And I was thinking about when you said pull the tail and Rosa's voice come out. But I'm tired for today, so let's sleep together now. And tomorrow we'll clean up together and welcome Mama with a clean room. Okay, Sakataro. Uliu!
ね。マリアは、マリアとサクタロはこんなにも幸せだよ。
You read the wrong page. Go to next page.
これがマリアお姉ちゃんの幸せなの？
Oh, where's the music?
マリアは幸せ。
ローザおばさんはあんなにも楽しみにして絶対だよと約束した映画の約束を完全に忘れてた。
お仕事で忙しかったからたまたま忘れちゃったんだよ。
Whoa, when did you become grown up?
仮に覚えてたとしてもお仕事じゃどうしようもない。
Even if she's the imaginary friend.
覚えてても覚えてなくてもどちらにせよママはお仕事でお泊まり。映画には行けなかった。約束を覚えてたかどうかなんて些細な問題だよ。
That's a positive thinking. There's no way that's insignificant. After all, when Rosa replied the movies on the phone, it was obvious that she had completely forgotten her promise. And when she heard that, Maria One-chan's mood definitely darkened.
確かに
How would
マ
you
リアお
know?
姉ちゃんの言う通り
How would you know? Was it written in the diary?
ローザおばさんが約束を覚えていたとしても結局映画には行けなかった。でもそれでもお母さんとのささやかな休日を過ごす約束を一方的に忘れられていたなんて悲しい。私なら怒る。
悲しかったよ。たとえ覚えててくれたとしても映画には行けなかったわけだから。でも私はその後サクタロととても楽しく夜を過ごした。
Yeah.
レンジもパジャマパーティーがすっごく楽しそうだって思ったはず。
楽しいわけなんかない。だってこの夜のマリアお姉ちゃんのはしゃぎぶりはお母さんが帰ってこなくて寂しくてそれを忘れるためにわざと空騒ぎをしただけじゃない。
Oh, interesting word. Fancy.
違うよ。サクタロと本当に楽しくパーティーをしたんだよ。
Okay, I really don't know what actually happened. So maybe it was a party, or maybe she was throwing tantrum. Okay, now I don't know.
いいえ、違う。
Do I need to know?
お姉ちゃんは悲しくて悲しくて約束を忘れてたお母さんが憎くて憎くて部屋で暴れただけじゃない。
Well, but how would you know?
そんなこと
Were you there?
マリアの日記のどこに書いてあったの？
書いてはいない。でもこの一行飛ばしで書いてある行間からお姉ちゃんの気持ちがわかるの。
Really? I don't. I'm sorry.
お姉ちゃんはこの夜を楽しくなんか過ごさなかった。それで言いつけを破って夜更かしをし、おやつの時間以外には食べてはいけないと厳しく言われていたルールを破ってお菓子を食べ、それでも悲しみが埋められなくて部屋の中で暴れて散らかしただけじゃない。そして部屋中を散らかして疲れ切って。
Wow, she doesn't know about the concept of tea party with the stuffed animal.
そのままベッドのシーツをかきむしりながら泣き疲れて眠っただけ。
How would you know, Angel? What? These scenes get you in the anime, novel, and theater play. Wait, you consume all the medias? I've seen the theater play, well, only the music, I think, on YouTube, so I don't know what's about, so I look forward to read manga after finishing the novel. You did say that. Yeah. Yeah, true.
日記には確かにママが映画の約束を忘れてたらしいこと、そして私が夜更かしをしてサク太郎とパジャマパーティーをして宝探しで部屋を散らかしてしまったと書かれてるね。
ええ、それはつまりそういうことじゃない。
I feel like Angel is mixing like the murder mystery, logical reasoning with Maria's personal life mystery. I feel like we shouldn't use the same line of reasoning between the two things.
マリアお姉ちゃんはローザおばさんの愛に飢えていた。そしてローザおばさんは自分の仕事や世間体ばかりを優先していつもお姉ちゃんを後回しにしていた。
You haven't read the manga, you wanna buy them in Japanese version. The English are very expensive and rare. Some still remain cheap in Japanese Amazon. Oh, I see. Then that probably means that I won't be able to read it as well. Damn, I didn't know that it would be that rare.
だから虫唾が走るのよ。ローザおばさんのお姉ちゃんのことを愛しているという言葉がどれほど上辺だけのものか知っているから。
I thought it would be more common, the manga, seeing how famous the city or the story is. You mean?
お姉ちゃんだって知ってるはずなのになんで自分は幸せだなんて言えるの？
Or the physical edition, I see.
マリアお姉ちゃんのそのあたりが私にはわからない。この年になってもさっぱり理解できない。どうして悲しくないの？どうして不幸な現実を知りながら自分は幸せだなんて言えるの？私にはできない。わからない。
エンジは悲しい子だね。
Oh, shots fired.
わけわかんない。どうして私が哀れまれなければならないの？
私の日記にはこんなにも楽しくパジャマパーティーの事実が記されているのに。
I like how she just fight with her own imaginary friend.
同じ事実も異なる人間が観測すると異なる姿になってしまうんだね。
Okay, I feel like some people might think that this is a red herring because if you take the text in previous episode at face value, then you know the magic actually exists and all that, then that's going to be weird. But I feel like the real message is that if it's outside the Battery Keys game, I feel like you don't have to read between the lines too much, I think. Not that we have read truth to confirm the past, I think. I remember talking about this with Baron Castelli. Truth is indeterminate and changes its form every time it's observed. Slightly disagree, but okay. By the way it is perceived. In other words, depending on the person who perceives it, a single truth becomes different truths. And truths of the past are painted over by truths of the future.
マリアはこの日記でこの夜の出来事をとても楽しかったと記した。
マリアお姉ちゃんはこの夜の出来事をとても幸せだったと記述した。
なのに日記を読んだエンジェはこの夜の出来事をとても悲しかったと読んだ。
マリアお姉ちゃんは幸せだと記述したのに、私はそうではないと読み解いた。
やめて。これは幸せな夜を記したものなの。これがこの夜の真実。お願いだからその幸せな真実を新しい、そして異なった真実で塗りつぶさないで。
I wonder what this means.
マリアお姉ちゃんにはこれで幸せなの？
うん、幸せ。だから同じ境遇の時、幸せに感じられないエンジェがかわいそう。
Both she back then and I now have the same friendless and lonely situation. And NJ accepted the lonely truth as the lonely truth, but she painted over the lonely truth with a happy truth. Ushinomiya Maria took the sad truth and changed it into happiness. I don't know why you are apologizing. It's okay? Oh, you're listening while work. I see. It's okay, it's okay. Have a good work. Hime. And at the same time as being unable to accept it, another part of me is jealous of that power. Lonely truth. Okay.
そうなの。それは力なの。その力があるマリアは幸せになれて、その力がないエンジェは幸せになれない。
その力は何なの？
マリアもその力を何と呼ぶかわからなかった。
Wait, what power are they referring to? Power. With that power, I was able to become happy. That power is called copium.
この時点ではね。やがてその正体を教えてもらうの。後に話すよ。後のページで。そして日曜日の深夜、ママは約束通りお土産を持って帰ってきた。
Oh, nice. Okay. Wait, what about the mess she made?
ただいま。
Uh-oh.
ママ、おかえり。ママ帰ってきた。ママ帰ってきた。
Waiting to greet Losa as she returned home all tired out. I hope she cleaned up the place. Holding Sakutaro in an unbelievably good mood. Losa's worn-out expression was surely due, at least in part, to actual fatigue, but also partially because she was sick and tired of having Maria cling to her and loudly whine and sob after being left alone in the house for a few days. However, when she was welcomed by an unbelievably happy Maria and discovered unbelievably that her fears had been unfounded, Losa couldn't hide her surprise.
どうしたのマリア。とてもご機嫌ね。
Yeah, she's insane.
誰か来ているの？
It was strange enough to make Losa think that a friend might have come over and that she had come back home in the middle of them having a good time playing together. But there were no other shoes by the entrance. Well, maybe they don't have shoes. Even though Maria was in such high spirits, she was home alone. The movie At first, Rosa was suspicious that this unexpectedly good mood might have some kind of unwelcome underlying cause, copium, but that really was a needless fear, and it really did seem to be that Maria had actually stayed at home in a good mood. Even if Rosa's heart had been as cold and hard as a lock after being welcomed with a smile like this, Rosa started to honestly accept the smile, and a smile rose to her own face automatically. In that smile, you could see none of the weariness caused by being unable to return home for several days. Maria kept talking about what a fun time she'd had playing with the stuffed animal Sakutaro. Rosa really hadn't imagined that the stuffed animal she'd gifted her would be like so much, and she couldn't hide her pleasant surprise.
そう
See, we don't need iPad.
サク太郎と一緒に仲良くお留守番していたのね。偉いわマリア。そんな偉いマリアとサク太郎にお土産があるわよ。
Oh,
お土産なんだろうね、なんだろうね。
Sakutaro's twin. Maria started jumping around with Sakutaro. There were two presents. One was a Western cake assortment. It contained different kinds of Scotch cakes. Never heard of that in my life. It looked to be of very high quality. Is there a relation to Scotch tape? Is it a cake by 3M brand? But Maria was more interested in the other one. The other one was an even bigger box, and it was pretty heavy.
開けてごらん。マリアとサク太郎の新しいお友達になれるかもね。
Oh, let me guess. Maybe it's a rabbit stuffed animal for Chiester sister. I don't know. Is she gonna play with Chiester sister? That'd be cool. Inside, laid there like chess pieces, were about 20 small ceramic animal figures. Squirrels, rabbits, small birds, dogs, and cats, and they were all holding musical instruments. In addition to them, there were also a I was about to say panorama-style background. A forest scene was drawn on it. Little woodland animals were all gathered around a forest clearing, and they looked like they were having a good time. Rosa sat up on the table, and when she then lined up the ceramic figures like chess pieces in front of it. Wait, what's that emote? Lodio. Oh my god, that's a lot of cats. It became a band of forest animals.
素敵でしょ。お店のショーウィンドウで見て一目惚れしちゃったの。これをいい子でお留守番してたマリアにプレゼントするわ。
I do have the what's it called, the is it appropriate to call them dollhouse? But I think that's a brand in Japan. They make the tiny like animal, but they stand on two legs, so I think it's called anthropomorphic animal. I don't know, English is hard. Like they have, like, I think most of them are rabbits and squirrels, mouse, and they're very expensive. I think they're really famous brand. Oh god, I don't remember the names, but we have them. So we do have the house and the rabbit figures, but they're not made from ceramics. I think they're made. It felt like plastic with the what's it called, textile shell. Or maybe ceramic. I don't know, but yeah, they were cute. That's the point.
ありがとうママ。
I'll post that on Discord later.
すごいねサクタロ。お友達がこんなに増えちゃったね。サクタロの言う通りだった。楽しく賑やかに過ごしてたらお友達が増えちゃうって。
You're curious. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember the names. I'm very bad with names, so thank God we could send images so I can tell you what it looks like.
ね、言った通りでしょ。ほらね、お友達が増えた。ほらね、お友達が増えた。うりゃー。
Relieved that her gift had been appreciated, Losa suddenly remembered that she was filled with several days of weariness.
本当にお疲れ様。シャワー浴びてくるといいよ。あったかいの浴びるときっと疲れが取れるよ。湯船にする？マリアが今日は入浴剤を選んであげるね。
When I heard she said, "Ofuronisu," my mind just jumped to, well, Ofuronisu, Gohanisu, Saletamo. Okay, well, let's stop there.
ありがと
Let's stop that line of thought there.
う。でももう遅いからマリアは寝る支度をなさい。ママも疲れたからシャワーだけ浴びてすぐ寝るわ。明日も早いし。
わかった。はいママ、コート脱がしてあげる。
大丈夫だってば。
It's okay. I can do it myself. We don't wanna draw extra sprite without the jacket.
ありがとう。
Oh, never mind.
ママのコート、お外の匂いがいっぱいする。
Oh, it's the unseen coat. Okay.
あ、ごめん。何か落とした。拾うね。
That's ominous. When she had taken Losa's coat, a receipt or ticket stub or something had fallen out. It's okay, Maria can't read. It had been in her mama's pocket, so it was probably important. Maria hurriedly picked it up. It looked like a ticket for a green car, or the Shinkansen, the bullet train, or something. Atami? Hey, that's where Kaname Date from Isomnium Fire want to go. Maybe it's that place famous for its hot springs? Or is it now? I thought it was a gag in that game. Whoosh! Jump scare! Just then, a laser-sharp sound shattered the warm atmosphere. Instead of the Losa who had been there just a second ago, enjoying a gift with her daughter and full of weariness, after returning home for the first time in several days, there stood a completely different person who looked exactly the same but had the most terrible of expressions on her face. What happened? In her hand was the ticket stub that Maria had picked up. She had stolen it from Maria's hand in an instant. After a few seconds' delay, by the pain of her hand that had been hit and her mother's expression, Maria realized that she must have done something wrong, but she didn't know what she had done that had gotten her in trouble. It was probably because of that ticket stub-like thing. What? Was she not supposed to touch it? Even though she had tried so hard to welcome her mama with fun and happiness, she had touched something important to her without asking and had ruined the present atmosphere. So Maria apologized immediately.
ごめんなさい。
Aww. Even though she must have heard those words of apology, Rosa's expression actually darkened. Maybe those words had been undesired? Maria didn't know what to do, and cautiously watched to see how her mother would act. Then, even though it should have been such an important ticket stop, Rosa crushed it up and hurried off to her room. Secret? Ooh. Secret rendezvous? Maria didn't really understand what she had done wrong. We haven't... Then the game never elaborated on Rosa's husband though. So I don't know what's going on.
マリア、きっと余計なことをしたんだね。あの紙はきっとママのお仕事の大切なものだったんだね。それに勝手に触っちゃったから。
ウリュウ、マリアは悪くないよ。だから今夜だってこんなにも幸せ。
幸せ。
Happy.
ママだってお風呂に入ってすっきりしたらいつもの優しいママに戻ってくれるよ。だから気にしちゃダメ。ウリュウ。
Ooh.
そうだね。ママだって疲れてるんだもんね。気にしちゃダメだね。今夜だってマリアたちはこんなにも幸せ。
The more you say we are happy, it feels more like a cope.
ウリ
もうやめてよ。見てられない。
Yeah, now I'm on NJ's side.
エンジェは幸せの見つけ方が間違ってると思うよ。
間違ってるのはお姉ちゃんでしょ。これ
True.
のどこが幸せだってのよ。
You're coping.
もう痛々しくて見てられない。
She's inhaling a copious amount of copium.
何が？ママが急に怒り出したこと？人間疲れていればそういうこともあるものだよ。一時の感情のすれ違いだけで相手を全否定するのってエンジは大人じゃないと思うよ。
That's rich coming from you.
9歳のマリアお姉ちゃんに言われるとはね。
You are fighting against an imaginary friend.
でもそんなことじゃないでしょ。お姉ちゃんが拾ったあの判件、明らかにおかしいじゃない。
何が？何もおかしくないし、今夜の幸せと何も関係ないよ。
ローザおばさんは仕事で会社に泊まり込むって電話してきたんでしょ。
Oh yeah.
なんで熱海？
Well, maybe the client is in Atami. I don't know.
それって旅行でしょ。
Can you work in Atami? Do you go to Atami for vacation only?
マリアお姉ちゃんを置き去りにして旅行に行ってたってことでしょ。しかも普通旅行って言ったら一人では。
あれが仮に熱海行きの件だったとしても、だからってママが嘘をついて旅行に行った証拠にはならないよ。
That's true.
電話で嘘をついてあんなにも形相変えて奪い取って何よりの証拠じゃない。
Well, maybe she's broke and she's keeping secret that she's broke.
昔の仕事で出張した時のものかもしれないよ。あるいはゴミか何かをたまたまポケットに入れちゃっただけかも。
Okay, you don't believe that.
部下の人が出張した時の領収書かもしれないね。だったら仕事の大切なもの、おもちゃじゃないんだからママが取り上げたのもうなずけるよ。エンジェの言う証拠なんて単なる状況証拠、想像と妄想。
Ooh, I'm mad.
どうしてマリアとママの仲が悪くなるように解釈するのかわからないよ。
どうしてお姉ちゃんがそこまでローザおばさんの都合がいいように解釈できるかの方がわからない。
Okay, I'll be fair. It's not certain that going to Atami means she went on a vacation, right? So I think NJ jumped the guns, but Maria's reasoning is full of copium as well.
やっぱりエンジェはかわいそうな子。君を幸せにしてくれるかけらはこんなにもたくさん身の回りに落ちているのに、それを見つけられない。なのに不幸せなかけらばかり見つけてしまって傷つき続けている。だからエンジェは傷つくことに怯え。
Wait, is the theme of this episode is something like you can lie to create happiness? Is that the overarching theme?
傷つけるものが身の回りにないかどうか、それを確かめ終わるまで幸せ探しすら始められない。
Like even if the happiness is based on lie, but the happiness is real, so it's okay or something. I guess. I'm not sure.
お姉ちゃんと話をしてるとおかしいのがどっちかわからなくなってくるわ。
あのね、幸せのかけらも不幸せのかけらもどちらもいっぱいあって世界を満たしてるの。だから身近の幸せが見つけられない人はどこまで探しに行っても見つけられない。チルチルとミチルが青い鳥を探したみたいに。
I don't know who that is.
そうね、そういう教訓の話だった。
エンジェはその正反対、不幸せなかけらが全くない世界を探してる。でもそれだって青い鳥と同じなんだよ。だから永遠にエンジェは自分の幸せを見つけられない。バトラはヘンゼルなの？青い鳥なんじゃないの？
もういい加減にして。いずれにせよ幸せな夜がコートから落ちた一枚の紙切れで台無しになったことはよくわかったわ。
怖いね、一枚の紙切れで。なら幸せを取り戻す力も一枚の紙切れに宿れるかもしれないよね。
Where is this going? Let me drink some water. I'm sorry. Oh wow. Just when she had finally been able to bond with Maria after so long, Rosa's face twisted with a mixture of anger, sadness, and a fierce self-hatred as she flew into her room and closed the door. Maria's sword had stuck into her chest more sharply than any knife. Then she noticed a cute envelope placed on her study table. It was probably something that had come with a girl's magazine. To Mama, some of my happiness for you to share, it said. He took it, hesitated, opened it, and read what was inside. Dots. Then, after dotting the surface of the paper with 2 large tears, she flew out of the room, hugged Maria from behind as she headed for the bathroom, buried her face into her daughter's back, and cried, and realizing that she was the only one who should truly be saying sorry, she apologized to her. And when Maria asked why, she gave no answer.
ほら、もう仲直り。
No, that was false. Oh, the paper, that's what you mean. Right.
あんなのママとマリアの仲良しの前には全然気にすることないんだよ。
Why does that sound like she's doing 4D chess?
私にはマリアお姉ちゃんの幸せは辛すぎる。
I feel like Maria's story is something like she tried her best to seek happiness.
エンジェの気持ちも一応は理解するよ。マリアだってこの力に気づくまでは。
Okay, in any other context, I would say that it feels like a cult when she said that.
今のエンジェと同じで不幸なかけらしか見つけられない気の毒な子だったから。
その力って何？
Love.
私になくてお姉ちゃんにはある。そしてそれがないから私は不幸でお姉ちゃんは幸福だというの？力という抽象的な表現でしか理解できない。それは一体どんな力なの？
うん、エンジェはそれが知りたいんだよね。
Just tell me for God's sake.
だから私の物語をここまで読み進めてきたんだもんね。もちろんだよ。教えてあげる。この力の秘密を。
Yes, yes, tell me now.
そして私は昔幼いエンジェにちゃんと教えてあげたんだよ。忘れちゃってる？大丈夫。思い出せるよ。今から私が、彼女が
She?
教えてあげる。
彼女って誰？
わらわがそれをマリアに代わって教えよう。
ベアトリーチェ。
マリア
Okay.
にはあってそなたにはない力。
マリアにあってエンジェにない力。
Only magic? Oh, come on. Maria and Beato say it together. And then they started giggling because they said it at the same time. Well, problem is, so far, magic is almost synonymous with lies. So, I don't feel good at all. It was an innocent behavior, which seemed somehow unlike Beato. Black tea was arranged on the table in a peaceful garden, and Beato, Maria, and Sakutaro, who was sitting on Maria's lap, were having fun shouting.
ほう、そうか。作太郎と申すか。そなたの一番の友人とな。
Okay, Shannon. Or Canon, I don't know.
サク太郎と申します。
おう、サク太郎は人見知りするから緊張してるの。大丈夫だよ。ベアトリーチェもマリアの素敵なお友達なんだよ。
ウリュウ、マリアの友達は僕も友達？うん。ウリュウ。じゃあ僕もベアトリーチェの友達？うん。ウリュウ。
マリアにとってはこのようなことは日常においてよくあることなのか。
What, she gets new stuff animal all the time? Yeah.
何が？
このように無機物に魔法の魂を込め、そなたの日常においては左半時なのか。
おお、サク太郎は無機物じゃないよ。ライオンの子だよ。
You should try slicing him and see what's inside.
ウリュウ。
ぬいぐるみはよりしろとして優秀だ。
Well, he's technically organic, right? Because he's made from cotton and it's an organic substance. Okay, let's stop there.
毒を持たぬ無垢な子供が話しかけることによってそれに応えようとする精霊が宿ることが少なくない。
According to Beatrice, when a child plays with dolls, the dolls sometimes gain an actual will and converse with them, in rare cases even moving on their own. However, the power that they can imbue into such a vessel is very weak due to their innocence. If even a tiny bit of the toxin from a human's common sense gets involved and tells them that there's no way a doll can talk or move, it instantly reverts to being an ordinary non-speaking doll.
しかしそなたのそのサク太郎というぬいぐるみは違う。
サク太郎はぬいぐるみだけどぬいぐるみじゃない。
ウリュウ。ライオンの子。ウリュウ。
So cute.
サク太郎はライオンの子だけどまだ子供だから時々ガオって言えないの。ウリウリウリウ。ウリウリウリウ。
Lohan, hello. I hope you're doing well. Beatrice let out a sigh of admiration as she gazed at Maria playing around with Sakutaro at the table loaded with tea.
なんということか。
Are you telling me that Maria, a 9-year-old, can drink tea?
サク太郎とやらはその布地と綿のよりしろを書くに完全に人間界に権限している。自らの人格を持ち召喚者と自在に対話をし、
Yes, Beatrice is called imaginary friend.
しかも自らの意志で動いている。
Excuse me, moved by his own will?
しかもさらに驚くべきはそれが異界の人物を名指しして呼び寄せたものではなくマリアがゼロの海から生み出したものという点だ。
That's special. After that, Maria boasted to Beato that Sakutaro wasn't her only friend, and that when she went home, there would be plenty more of them. Why not bring them here as well? She claimed that there were other similar stuffed animals and dolls who, like Sakutaro, could talk and move of their own will. It was something natural to Maria. It was natural for stuffed animals to talk, move, and become her friends of their own free will. Is this Fortnite? I wish. No, this is Umineko. It's a murder mystery visual novel. This is the 4th episode, so yeah, it's a bit far. Well, it is kind of battle royale in that island. Leo! Okay, well, kinda true. Okay. Yeah, probably. When she okay, focus. When she heard Maria speak of this in that way, Beatrice as a witch felt a respect bordering on awe.
マリア、そなたのその力は紛れもなく魔法である。
You know what? If someone asked whether this game is Fortnite, I would go to main menu, then go to the 3rd episode. The Valkyria versus Beatrice scene, and I'll just let them autoplay from there.
魔法なの？マリアはまだ魔女見習いだから魔法なんて使えないよ。
いいや、魔法だ。それを自覚して使えぬから未だ見習いなのであろうが、それにしても大した魔力。
So does Beatrice have imaginary friend as well?
そなたの友人作太郎の権限こそがその立派な証であるぞ。
権限って？
Because I'm thinking whether Canon or Shannon has their own imaginary friend.
そなたの場合は想像と呼んでも良いであろうな。他人の手にあっては何の魂も持たぬ無機物がそなたの魔法によって魂を吹き込まれている。
No, he's not inorganic. He's a light on carb. Would you?
しかもそれを強力な力で人間界にとどめている。これほどまでに魔法を否定する毒気に満たされた現代において一個の生命体足り得るほどに権限できる魔力はわらわとて容易なことではないわ。
It isn't hard to create soulless beings in any number. However, creating a being with a soul is very difficult. Beato declared this definitively.
ベアトが言うのがよくわかんない。
Me too.
サクタロがすごいってこと？
作太郎とそなたが共に素晴らしいということだ。誇ってよい。なるほど。金蔵の最も欲したものはそなたに一番濃く宿っているらしい。
You mean Kinso want to cope? I don't think so. I thought well, impregnate his own daughter. Oh God. That was painful to say.
なんでベアトにそんなに褒められるのかさっぱり。ねえ、サク太郎。
Wait. the popcorn emo looks like Sakataro. Well, you have to see that on YouTube, unfortunately.
真に驚嘆すべきはぬいぐるみに魂を宿したことだけではないのだ。
Great, now I can't unsee that. Thanks, Lohan.
それにより自己の世界観まで変化させた。そなたは無より有を生じる力が群を抜いている。1を100にすることはたやすい。しかし0から1を生じることはたやすくはない。
Yeah, but is it zero if you have a stuffed animal to act like a what do we call like a base?
そなたが一人前の魔女になったならわらわと双璧どころかわらわとて一目置かざるを得ない大原初の魔女か。そなたの将来が わらわにとっても楽しみだ。
ベアトに魔女の才能あるって褒められた。
よかったねマリア。ウリュウ、ベアとマリアを褒めてくれてありがとう。
礼には及ばぬぞ、作太郎。その赤いマフラーは実に似合っているぞ。そしてそなたのような友人を生み出せるそなたの主人の才能に嫉妬する。
マフラー褒めてくれてありがとう。これマリアにプレゼントしてもらったの。僕のお気に入り。
まさにそなた専用のマフラーになるために生まれてきたようなサイズであるな。
I wonder what's the origin for this decoration? The badge.
マフラーこれ僕の。
まさにそなた専用のマフラーになるために生まれてきたようなサイズである。これはわらわも新しき友人に何かプレゼントを贈らねばなるまい。
That's a lot of words. Yeah, it's a visual novel. It tends to have a lot of words.
ベアトがサク太郎にプレゼントを。
魔女の贈り物は魔力あるものと決まっておる。ならばそなたの友人がいつまでもそなたの友人でいられるよう、そしてそなたともっと楽しく遊べるように。
You play games that go shooty shooty. Me too, on occasion.
作太郎にわらわの魔力を贈ろう。
Today's wholesome day. I don't know why I said wholesome. It's a murder mystery visual novel.
それによりさらに強く権限することができるだろ
う。サク太郎ともっともっと楽しく遊べるようになるの？どうやって？
ありゃ？なんだろうマリア。それって怖いこと？
大丈夫だよ。
Today's wholesome parental abuse day? No, there was no abuse. What do you mean? That's only love. Happiness. Oh, Maria, I love you. Mama, I love you too. Like that's the entire stream for today, I think.
ベアトは怖いことなんて何もしないよ。
I thought that someone would die in this stream, but nah.
ね、ベアトリーチェ。
必ず気に入ってもらえるはずだ。さて、より強く権限するにはより強いイメージが必要であるな。さてさて、どうしたものか。
Beato folded her arms and thought about what she could do to please them the most. I'm twisting! Oh, what the? And at that moment, there appeared the form of yet another witch. It was Beato's master, Valkyria. Okay, Kumasawa-san. Valkyria truly was a great witch. Since Maria already thought of Beato as a great witch, this person Beato called a great witch must have been a great witch. Okay, according to Beato, not even she could hold a candle to this witch, but it came to magical power.
おやおや、賑やかな声が聞こえてくると思ったら楽しそうなお茶会ですこと。
おお、お師匠様、ちょうどいいところへ。このライオンの子を見てほしい。マリアの新しい友人だそうだ。
可愛らしいライオンさんですね。ご挨拶はできるのかしら。はじめまして。こんにちは。
I don't know why, but I just imagine the entire like Valkyria's line in Kumasawa's voice, and it's a bit weird.
サク太郎と申します。
Sakutaro got back down onto Mari's lap and greeted Valkyria with half of his face poking out over the edge of the table. He seemed to be very nervous since this was a witch that even Beato called master.
可愛 愛らしい名前だこと。上手な挨拶ができたご褒美にお菓子をあげましょうね。
What? After waving her hands about, Valkyria held the palm of her hand upwards and made a movement as though lightly grasping some of the air. Then she held that closed fist out in front of Sakutaro. And when she opened it, there lay one of those individually wrapped cuff... What? Cuff drops?
飴だよマリア。すごいすごい。
No, 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 it's a cuff drops. What do you mean?
よかったねサクタロ。ちゃんとお礼を言ってね。
ウリュウ、飴をどうもありがとうござい
I
ます。
assume that it's one of those flavored cuff drops, but it's so strange. You feed that to a child?
ペコリ。
Pekari! Even though Valkyria was a great witch, she still treated a stuffed animal like Sakutaro to an elegant greeting.
しかしお師匠様、のど飴とはまたババ臭い。
Good joke of saying that to Kumasawa.
せめていちごミルクのキャンディーとか出ないのかよ。
It's harder to buy that, I think.
これはひどい。もうあなたには飴をあげませんよ。
Ah, Valkyria is so cute.
悪い悪い。さて、マリア、そなたの魔導書を出すのよ。
Oh.
もちろん筆記用具もな。
うん、出すよ。何か書くの？
おや、何を始めるのですか？
お師匠様に習った魔法を使うのだ。よりしろに異界の住人を権限させる魔法。
You gonna draw Sakutaro?
あれの応用でこのマリアの友人を権限させる力をより強めることができるのではないかと思ってな。それをマリアとマリアの友人への贈り物としたい。
So you're telling me that whoever is cosplaying as Beatrice, they can draw very well. Can we confirm whether Shannon or Canon can draw well?
なるほど。すでに権限している存在ならそう難しいことではないでしょう。それは素敵な贈り物になりそうですね。では私もささやかですが協力しましょう。
お師匠様が立ち会い人にサインしてくれる魔法なら心強い。喜べマリア。これは素晴らしい贈り物になるぞ。
ウリュウ、何が始まるの？怖くない？怖くない？
わかんない。
Where's this going?
でも怖くないと思う。なんだろうね。楽しみだね。
Beato borrowed the glimmer from Maria's handbag and majestically rifled through the pages. Then, finding an empty page among those with magic circles drawn on them, she flattened the book out, and after staring at Sakutaro with a smirk, she suddenly started darting her pen across the page. It was something like a written proclamation made by witches to a higher ordered world. Magic, which would take effect by Beatrice writing it and Valkyria giving her signature as a witness. Maria didn't understand what Beato was doing at first, but partway through, she figured out the wonderful magic power of this document and her eyes began to sparkle. So if there's a dispute, who's gonna be the magical judge?
ウリュウ？ウリュウ？どうしたのマリア？何を書いているの？
The plaintiff claimed that Sakutaro doesn't look like that.
ウリュウ？ウリュウ？
The respondent claimed that this is the true Sakutaro appearance. Sakutaro was on her lap, so he didn't know what was being written up on the table in English. But even if he had seen, Sakutaro probably wouldn't have understood.
すごいよサクタロー。待ってて、もうすぐだよ。もうすぐだよ。ベアトすごい。ベアトすごい。
力ある書面の筆記においてこの子の才能は素晴らしい。あなたになら魔界の書記官すら務まりそうですよ。
So you're telling me that she actually have good knowledge in language, I guess. Oh.
これでどうか。
Okay, it's like a scene transition of a sort, and it's very late. It's 1 a.m. and I have work to do tomorrow. So we'll have to end it here for now. But even though it's not the murder part, I think the story is interesting to me. Him. Oh, 7. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. Let's see if there's anyone who play. Oh, there's someone playing visual novel. Okay. We'll go to Shifi. She's playing Ace Attorney. Sounds like a just like Umineko, I guess. I can't read kanjis, but I can guess. Oskare, I guess. So yeah, Oskare. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, Gagan Ballet. Oopsie. I tried. Oh, because of work. Oh, right. Yeah. It's a long week this week. But yeah. So wait, let me type the red message. That kanji looks very hard to remember, by the way, so I'll probably can't remember that. Anyway, we'll still see you tomorrow. Ryukishi admitted he played a lot of Ace Attorney. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Oh yeah, Batola, he's like Phoenix, right? Yeah, okay, that makes so much sense. Okay, 25 seconds left. So, we'll see you tomorrow at the same times, probably. I might be a bit late or early, depends. But yeah, with that, allow me to end it here for today. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll be seeing you the next time. Please take care of yourselves, and goodbye. I can't find the button. Thank you so much for the hate part.